Advanced Health Psychology 2 Virtual Interactive Notebook 1, Day 6, Other States of Consciousness. And we have a new camera angle today. I'm excited because it's different. And different things don't happen anymore. Isn't it all this like Groundhog Day? Just one day after the other? But if you're getting paid for your employment and you're safe in your house with everything you need, you really shouldn't complain. I'm going to tell myself that. There you go. Boredom is acceptable in this circumstance. Other states of consciousness. That's the title for today's notes. The essential question is, what is the difference between hypnosis and meditation? The main idea is other states. The subtopics are hypnosis and meditation, and I would like you to set up as a mind map today the way that I've included in your notes, because we have a lot of things to go over. So I think that would be easiest. If you want to convert this to standard outline notes, best of luck to you. I hope it works out well. All right. So we're going to study Chapter 4, Section 6 today. Let me flip to my notes here. We're going to begin with hypnosis. Under defined, hypnosis is a state of extreme self-focus. Hypnosis is a state of extreme self-focus. Write that under definition. I also want you to include this sentence. Minimal attention is given to external stimuli. Minimal attention is given to external stimuli. In a state of hypnosis, you are focused on yourself intensely. And in that way, it's very different to meditation, as we will learn. Meditation is focused on just being in the moment and not focusing on yourself or anything. It's, in a way, maybe kind of losing yourself. But self-focus would be focusing on yourself and your personality traits and the thoughts you're having. And in a state of hypnosis, minimal attention is given to external stimuli. A person in a state of hypnosis won't notice as readily the things happening around them. Under clinicians, a clinician is someone who's actually licensed to do mental health or licensed to do something else. For example, my wife is a speech-language pathologist, and she is a speech clinician. She is not licensed to be a mental health worker. She is licensed to develop someone's speech. So a doctor is a clinician, a psychologist is a clinician, etc. So under clinician, I want you to write uses relaxation and suggestion. Angry dog. If you are in a clinical setting dealing with an actual licensed mental health professional, they will they will guide you into a state of relaxation, and they will suggest things to you. You are in a suggestible state. For clinician, I want you to write uses relaxation and suggestion. That's how they get you into that state. We're going to have a barking dog. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Under brain imaging. Brain imaging shows that hypnosis is associated with global change in brain function. Notice how your textbook words this. They look at someone in a state of hypnosis and they notice global changes to the brain function, which means in a brain scan, they see the brain lighting up in a different area. So if you take that person in a normal state of consciousness, you just have them sit in a chair and say, hey, how's your day going? And they're just talking or looking around the room, then they'll have a certain set of brain patterns. But if you put that same person in a state of hypnosis, the brain patterns change. Your book says associated with. It falls short of saying hypnosis causes different brain patterns to occur. That, I guess, is not proven. But they think it might be true. So those are hedging words in the science community. But anyway, people in a state of hypnosis experience a real change in how their brain functions. So hypnosis is real, right? It's not just a made-up carnival trick or something like that. For brain imaging, I want you to write associated with global change in brain function. Now, for therapeutic benefits, we're on how it works, I'm sorry. How it works. There are two theories as to why hypnosis works, and I want you to take notes on these two theories. The first theory is dissociation. I will spell that for you. Dissociation. The second theory is social role. right? So branching off of how does it work or how it works, I want you to write dissociation and social role. The dissociation theory is the theory that it separates you from the world around you and the mundane details of life, and it forces you to focus on yourself in a way that you don't normally focus on yourself. So for dissociation, you can write something like separates you from ordinary stimuli or something. This one's hard for me to wrap my head around and give you a specific definition, but your book gives us a really good example of dissociation. And this happens to me all the time. I don't know if you can drive, but I'll get in my car and I'll start thinking about something, and I'll intend to drive to a place, and I'll be thinking about the thing, and I drive safely, and I'm not getting pulled over, and I'm not running people over or anything. And when I get there, I don't really remember the drive over because my attention was focused somewhere else. It's kind of like the drive over didn't happen for me. That's a very strange feeling. Or you might have the feeling where you're going to do something, so you've decided to go to the garage and get something, and on the way, you're really interested in this thing you're thinking about, and you get to the garage, and what was I going to get? How did I even get here? Why am I here? That would be dissociation. So in a state of extreme relaxation and self-focus, you may dissociate yourself from the mundane concerns of daily life and focus on yourself just ruthlessly, and you enter a different state of consciousness because of that. The second theory as to why hypnosis works is the social role theory. So a person who is being hypnotized has a role to fill, and you can get into social roles in social psychology. I can't remember if I put that in here or not. It's really interesting. But people fall in line with social roles. The society sets up a role and we fulfill it. For example, gender roles, right? There's no reason why young women shouldn't enjoy throwing a tomahawk at a wooden target. And yet, when my sons had an activity where there were some Girl Scouts there, they'd never done anything like that. And for whatever reason, my kids in the Scouts, Scouts were always having them throw hatchets at things. And the girls loved it. And if you raise a girl in an environment where throwing a tomahawk at a wooden target is inappropriate, she may well grow up thinking that she doesn't like it. But what if she actually would have if society had been different, for example? I have a niece who didn't want to be, well, I don't want to get too political, but she wants to start fires and do rough stuff. And there's no reason why she shouldn't that I can think of, right? Or maybe if you have moms who go hunting and dads who make pancakes, who cares, right? But we have these social roles. I hope I'm not getting too political there. Do what you want, folks. I'm for freedom. I don't know it's fine. Okay. So the dissociation theory of hypnosis is that you have extreme focus on yourself and you dissociate from the world around you. And the social role theory is that people who are being hypnotized are fulfilling a social role. Now, for the benefits of hypnosis, I want you to look in the textbook and write down all the benefits of hypnosis. Go ahead and do that now and pause the video. Pause! All right, we're back. Moving on to meditation. So, there's a so. Hypnosis is a state of extreme self-focus. Meditation is not. Meditation is focusing, go ahead and write this down. Meditation is focusing on a single target to increase awareness of the moment. And this is a relaxed awareness. So focusing on a target, increase awareness of the moment, relaxed awareness. It's not intense in the way that hypnosis is. You're not focusing on yourself in the extreme. You're focusing on just existence in the moment. And you let your thoughts drift. So it's a far different thing. Under meditation for brainwave patterns, your book says that brainwave patterns do alter, and I've read about this, they alter significantly. A person in a meditative state is in a far different state of consciousness, or appears to be, than a person just walking around going about the business of life. So brainwave patterns do alter, And your book is hedging its bets here, and it says, may represent an altered state of consciousness. It's almost certainly true that you're in an altered state of consciousness in a state of meditation. There's that dog again. All right, the benefits of meditation. I want you to write down the benefits of meditation. They are: 1, reduced blood pressure. 2, better heart health. 3, better stress management. 4, better sleep quality. 5, improved mood, reduced anxiety. And 6, reduced pain. So these are the benefits of meditation according to actual scientific research. Meditation is real. It has a real effect. Just throwing this out here, take the two meditative practices that are religious that I'm familiar with are Christian meditation and Buddhist meditation. And for thousands of years, literally, this was seen to have benefits for people of faith in those traditions. And science didn't think too much about it. And then it turns out that secular meditation, that is non-religious meditation, turns out to have scientific benefits. And when they test, the study I read tested Carmelite nuns and Buddhist monks who were both in states of religious meditation, and they had very significantly altered brainwaves, and they have very high happiness scores too, by the way. And the scientists said to these people, well, we kind of don't want to tell you this, but it's actually a physical phenomenon when you meditate. And both sets of religious, these are people who live in religious community, were very happy because they said, well, we thought it works and now we know, right? So I don't think that this has to be religious, but if you are religious, it can be. It's all up to you. And I'm not going to make you do any of it. So, but it is a real phenomenon, and psychologists do study it, and I want to be honest with you about it. So that's my goal here. We have covered hypnosis and meditation. Moving on down to your output. I have given you 2 videos. And video 1 and video 2 are both very different, but they both include hypnosis. So I have said on your output side, in at least 5 sentences, discuss the 2 videos in terms of the dissociation theory of hypnosis and the social role theory of hypnosis. Do you think that the hypnotist in each video, that dog is driving me nuts. Do you think that the hypnotists in each video are doing the same thing? How do they differ? And I expect you to answer that question in 5 sentences after viewing both videos. And I will see you next time. One more lesson left.